Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. The Browns have been a juggernaut so far this season, racking up an unblemished record. Will this be another game that goes into the win column for them? We'll find out very soon. It's the Browns going up against the Jets. With that, let's get you off to Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 9 matchup.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Guyton. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they're halfway home, looking good at a perfect 8-0.
And not much to complain about so far, is there? I'd have to say they're the best team in the NFL through the first half of the year.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Fielded about a yard deep. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 24-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by their 6'2" QB out of North Carolina, former number 2 overall pick. It's Mitchell Trubisky.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
They go play action here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. So they get the completion, that's good, but Charles, probably not good to get hit on the first play of the game.
No coaching staff ever wants their quarterback hit on any passing play, especially to start the game. What you're hoping is you have one of those tough guys back there. But sometimes when they get hit early, gets the juices flowing, and they get right into the game.
Let's see what the offense comes with here, 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Drops it off for Coleman. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying, how in the heck do we stop him? They're going to try a bunch of different things, different people covering him, but right now he's locked in and is in sync with his quarterback.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Let's go! 3-19!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well. Because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam through the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, hello, my name is Mike.
A gain of 7, and they pick up the first. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The numbers for Coleman last week, very productive. 3 touchdowns, 2 of them on the ground, 1 through the air.
And it will always be a compliment to say that a guy's got a nose for the end zone, and he sure had it last week.
Here we go. On there, look at
Now Trubisky to throw on second. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Now a first carry for Isaiah Crowell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a first and goal.
Anytime you eclipse 100 yards rushing, you deserve the acclaim that comes with it, and he got it. AFC Offensive Player of the Week last week.
And wasn't up around 200, wasn't a crazy game, but very good, solidly in that driver's seat. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So it was a drive that seemed to go on for an eternity, forever. Our sponsors were probably saying, hey, we need to get our products in here on these commercials. But after all of that, 3 points as a result.
Yeah, it's hard to say who came out ahead there, isn't it? On one hand, you kept the defense out there a long time. But after controlling the ball for so long and just moving the ball incrementally down the field, a field goal seems like a bad result.
They'll run for the first time with Hill. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And that's how you want to start a sequence defensively. That's what we used to call, partner, hello, glad to meet you. Tagged him for a loss.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs, and let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
On 2nd down, Hill, not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively a dime look, 6 DBs.
Let's go.
look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So they decline it as that will bring up fourth.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it fourth down.
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate, and in doing so, sent this one off target.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns will... They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down, eluding the pressure right. He's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The New York set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination, but the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
He's got it, and it's 17-0. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And New York set to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
No, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. It's a gain of 5. Following the penalty, it's Hill. Ooh, with a juke. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Here we go. Green, 39.
On second down, Hill. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They stick on the ground on first down with Hill. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Now a first down carry. It's Hill looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
And avoids the contact by sliding. It's a gain of 7, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package.
Yep.
6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there.
Green, 39. Green, 39.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
Yeah, as an offensive coordinator, if you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work. But in his defense, this has been a stifling defense so far. So they've got to start finding a way to unlock them as this game goes on.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Give him 30 yards there.
Sometimes it's design, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Now Trubisky on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On second down, Trubisky. And he rifles one incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. When halftime rolls around in just a bit, we'll send you to Orlando. You will hear the dulcet tones of Mr. Larry Ridley with our EA Sports halftime report.
Does dulcet mean good?
Yeah, it's just something that broadcasters say. It's got to be good, right?
It's got to be
you
good.
tell me.
Well, it's got to be good if Larry's doing it.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space. Third down here.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things, but once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. And this one is right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 17. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And a look at Jeremy Hill as he heads back out there now. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now.
And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
On third down, here's Hill. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Getting set to go here, Isaiah Crowell in the offense. Trot back out there. A good job in the passing game. Decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Detroit! Back that it up, Philly. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now look at 56 now. Marty. Now let's go.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. Flush to his right. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
And the defense almost got one there, partner.
That could have been his first pick. He's been good so far, but you're right, that was nearly a costly mistake.
Sometimes you get a little bit too confident when the game's going along as it has been for him.
All right, here we go.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that. I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Here we go. No. Check. Patriots.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And while there is no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Not easy being a rookie left tackle in this league, and there they got him for the penalty.
Not easy at all. Think about what you're dealing with every game you play. Ostensibly, the best pass rusher is over you on every snap. I'd be a little jumpy myself.
Now back to throw. And Blake has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
he wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense,
we got
the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, after those plays, the offense coordinator has to feel like he has balance in his favor. Threw it, then ran it, both for nice chunks of yardage. Now he feels like he's got things going in his direction, but the defensive coordinator, his guys are off balance a little bit. How does he set up, and what does he plan for in the next play? Is there a tendency there he can lock in on and maybe set his defensive call? Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now it's Trubisky looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lee. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on first and second down. Because that lead.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And his kick is right through. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The New York set to take the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Jeremy Hill with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Here's Myers now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now it's Trubisky eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And here comes throw number one for the backup QB. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
And he takes it across midfield to the 45. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Well, that's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on first down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go!
Out of the gun, Lynch. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player, not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
On the run, it's Crowell. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Isaiah Crowell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
A 10-play drive that time, and it's capped off by an Isaiah Crowell touchdown run. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Watch tight end. We got 4. Now let's go. Green.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. No gain, and it's 2nd down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Now let's go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They're going to look to throw. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Here we go with Hill. And an alley to run. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters.
And the ball is knocked out. And some room to work. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Still fighting from the big man. Get the oxygen tank ready. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And New York set to take the field. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. Now, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So that'll back him up 5. 1st and 15 here behind the chains. And now movement again, and they'll march even further backward. And that'll set them back 5. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. That's going to set him back 5 yards. And here is Browns motion again, and that's going to be 2 in a row. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Again, he'll drop to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The Jets on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. And now movement again, and they'll march even further backward. So that one will be accepted. The Jets on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. And nobody was open downfield there. Looked like a pretty clear throwaway.
Yeah, definitely was that. I'm wondering why there wasn't intentional grounding. I know they're saying there's a receiver there in the area. Those darn quarterbacks, they get away with everything.
Spoken like a true defensive back, Mr. Davis.
Did that come out?
It did.
Okay.
Ross on the return. And now running right through him. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we've reached the point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that because we got to try to keep people around. We don't want them to change the channel. Stay with us in this game. Is that Ben Ramsauer? Are you hearing from Ben on the headset here telling us stretch this thing out a little bit?
Get some talking points. Dig them all out.
That's what you get. A big-time producer. Keep them here.
They'll throw on 1st down with Lynch. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Throwing, Lynch. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Curtis Samuel, the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. From the gun, it's Lynch. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And New York set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he's taken down. Oh, this will be a Brown sack. Larry Ogunjobi in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They'll set up a throw. Aguilar has it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Let's go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Back to throw now on first down. They complete it to Hill. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Back to throw here. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it. All those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught at the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Now Lynch, a dump down to McKinnon. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. New York set to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
He'll drop to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Jets on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. He's got Curse. He's got daylight. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. And emerging victorious, the Colts. Kenneth Dixon, a touchdown run to help lead the way. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment. And to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Detroit! Go, let's go!
Here again is McKinnon. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So it'll be 1st down here after the run.
No. Detroit! Detroit!
Oh, Lynch going to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll run it now out of the gun. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. The Browns on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
All right, here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Lynch. Shreds the tackle. Flushed out right. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking.